Okay. Well, what'd I tell you, kids? It's good. The Orville is good, and it's starting to win over some fans now that people are no longer surprised by what they're seeing. They know they've got a sample of what's there, and then they know what to expect. So, and the affection's starting to come. And a little personal update first here. We are this close to getting the VA loan and ending our long national nightmare here. Just a matter of wrapping up the closing costs somewhere else, and then it's saving up money for the movie van. And we can finally I can put together a real studio and start doing some fun things here. In the meantime, second episode of Orville, which actually that was the fourth episode they've produced. And also, ironically, the second episode is going to be their fourth episode, to air. But we get the old, it's an entire old troop, where, the junior officers put in command and something bad happens, and they got to prove themselves. So, it's a story that's been told several times over, but it's all in how you tell it. And this one, I think they did pretty good, because when poor little Alara gets, or whatever, Alara, she sits in that command chair. She looks like she's about 12 years old. And you can tell, 23 years doesn't even begin to cover it. She looks tiny. And along those lines, the scenes of Bortus sitting naked on his neck. So I was like, okay. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. But yeah, she wasn't ready for this, and that's when you really prove yourself, is when you're not ready for it. But it also shows, yes, teleportation is possible in this universe. Earth doesn't have it right now, but that could change. You never know. And I also get to see why Ed and Kelly maybe weren't the greatest match in the world. So take care of all those people. Let's see them get back together. No, maybe not. Because, yeah, there's a lot of fun times, but there's always the little annoying things that remind you why you broke up in the first place. So that was a good little character study on that front. And also a little twist on the old, you're in a zoo. Star Trek's done that a few times. So, yeah. Starting with the Menagerie and also with the animated series with the Eye of the Beholder. And I don't know if the other series ever covered it, but they might have. Look that up. But yeah, in starting to, we're no longer the perfect humans of, oh, well, those are the orders we got to do. No, they reacted just like every other, that's a bull. And when she turned, the Admiral can bite me. Okay, so I see that going into a bumper sticker somewhere. I might do that myself. But yeah, the show is starting to firm up. Robert Duncan McNeil directed this one, so more of that Trek sensibility creeping in. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of other reviews, and now that they know what to expect, they'll no longer be, I was thinking like that. No, you know what to expect now, and people are starting to like the show for what it is. And I think it'll be interesting to see who gets the second season renewal first, or if all, because now it's going to, because Orville's moving to Thursdays, which it was always the plan anyway. It's not like they've been disappointed on Sunday. The Sundays was always a sneak preview. The regular slot was always going to be Thursdays, and they will have that. They'll have the audience to themselves for a few weeks, because Big Bang Theory is going to be on Mondays until about mid-November, because CBS has got Thursday Night Football. So the genre audience, I don't know what CW is running on Thursdays, but for the most part, Fox will have the genre audience largely to themselves, because they'll be leading in with Gotham and then following with Orville. So this should be very interesting, a good time to build and establish an audience base that's going to make it in there. Because even when Thursdays rolls around, they won't be up against Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory is at 7, then Young Sheldon right afterwards. How long that's going to be, I don't know. And then after that, they're up against Mom, something else. So this should be able to. Fox is actually playing it pretty smart this time around, and also it'll be interesting because this last week's episode was delayed by. I don't know if it was just the Broncos Cowboys game or another one, but I know here in Denver, network got out of the way as fast as they could, and with about 10 to 12 minutes to spare. I'm blaming the local news because they got on there and they're going to run their news until 7 o'clock. And you also know that I and many, many other people get some angry phone calls on the news desk because after a while they had to get the weather guy going, okay, just to let you know, Orville will be airing after the news here, so you don't have to call. So you know they were getting calls. And any programming guy worth a spit in the ocean is going to be making note of how many angry calls they get when the show is delayed. Because that's a real good test of your audience base too. It's not just what the ratings numbers are, but how many people get pissed off when the show's not shown. Because there's probably some sort of formula. Okay, people are angry if they actually call in. That equals how many other people who are pissed off but aren't calling in. So it's like how many letters does one person represent, which may or may not be valid anymore because you got the internet now, so anybody can just type off a thing and angry. So, but that's another issue. So yeah, I think Fox has a winner on their hands, and they're going to do what they can to nurture it. And it helps that Seth MacFarlane is their golden boy, and they're going to back him a little bit. And unfortunately, Joss Whedon didn't have that backing. That's why Firefly got jacked around with so much. But that's history. So, anyway, hopefully by Christmas we will be in our own house out in sunny California, where I can actually get a hold of some of these industry people that I've been chatting with online for all these years and actually do something direct. And in fact, the work on concordance can now be conducted much better because now I won't have to be dealing with Bijo over the internet or over the phone. I can just go to her house. Or she can come into mine, whatever. And I will have, what we're looking at is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, double wide in Eastvale. I'm not going to tell you the price because I don't want anybody else going for it, but it's good. And it's a 4-bedroom. We can do 1 bedroom for us. We can do a guest room. We can do my little mad scientist laboratory, and then one other room. I don't know. We might have maybe getting a kid or two coming out, so save that for a nursery or whatever. Or worst case, just storage. So, that's where we stand there, folks. So, as always, PayPal, Patreon, because we now it's a matter of we need money for the moving truck. That's about $1,000 there, so we got to start getting some stuff going here. I'm also doing this to get the views up because it's starting to slip a bit, guys. I rather like the idea of finally getting paid on this. Finally got a check coming Thursday, and I want to keep that going, so I got to get this average up, and you got to spread these things around. I need views. I need subscribers, too. I mean, it's been colossal, because I started off with like 42 subscribers when this thing kicked off, and I'm over 300, about 337 right now. I'm looking at the screen. So let's keep that going. And let's build something here, folks, because you're a part of this, too. So, Cafe Press, Patreon, PayPal down below. I think I was throwing the GoFundMe, and I'm going to do something with the T-Fury, the Teespring stuff, because I've got some stuff up there, so I just gotta check that link and make sure of that, including the Thanks a Lot Alex shirt. I want to see that spreading around, see that at the conventions, especially wherever Alec Peters shows up. What's that? Anyway, talk at you later.